Well, today is the day. Final chance to get into the BLGS regional finals. We are going into the qualifier number 4. We're going to keep this video a little bit shorter because really not much to go over other than the matches that are set place today. But we do have one thing to make mention of. News that just keeps getting a little bit better for Apex. Honestly, a kind of surprising scenario that we're in right now. But first off, let's talk about the more important parts, the games that are happening today, and a potential exploit that might be abused in this in order to last minute qualify. So going into the EMEA scrims beforehand and the North American scrims, some teams that are, shining pretty well. Atlas for the EMEA side. This is G Dolphin and his squad. 202 Nemesis team name. Base Clan's another one, obviously pretty big, organization involved here. 3D Max, 1A Flesh and Bone, a couple others as well, but really not too, crazy stuff going on the EMEA side, and they kind of do change teams out quite a bit. But for ALGS International scrims, this is obviously you're getting all these people together anyway. There's been so many scrim sets going on, from BLGS stuff, ALGS, international. You got EMEA doing their own stuff. Obviously, APAC is in like their own world of doing using different programs and stuff for scrims, so a lot is happening. But on the North American side of things, coming from December 6th, this was obviously just yesterday's results. Team Falcons with a massive win, 131 points, and that's like literally 60 plus. Exactly 60 over second place. I mean, it was dominant, not even close. Alliance in second, though. TSM in top 3. Obviously, all 3 solid teams. Moist in that top 5 as well. Complexity in 4th. The Virtus Pro in 6th. Cloud9, Lone Sharks, 100 Thieves, Liquid Alienware. Then you've got LG, NRG, Noctum, Eternal, Oblivion, Aurora, Orglis, and Hungry, Gaming Gladiators, and Dragons. Also wanted to make mention that inside of that scrim, obviously you saw 100 Thieves playing in that. There's been a lot of talk about 100 Thieves as of late, and it was designed Timothy and Jen Burton back in this. All things considered, with all the drama that's been going on with that roster, they are still present, right? Just thought that was important to note here. Everyone's kind of like just had this idea that until design starts IGLing, they're not going to do good whatsoever. I think they'll still have some signs of success, and it can be done. They're just going to need to play their best version of Apex. They're going to need to be very consistent as well. We really broke this down, the scorecard going into the last BLGS qualifier. I'm not going to hit on this too hard. Obviously, you guys know top 16 teams are the ones that need to make it in. Some of these teams have already made it, like Moist Esports, Complexity, Liquid Alienware, by already winning. So that leaves these teams up here. 100 Thieves is obviously on the watch list. LG, I'm assuming, will make it because they'll probably have a better week than they did last week. Cloud9 need to get their way in. Obviously on the outside looking in right now, but most of these teams should be looking pretty good. 100 Thieves still playing with that substitute in Rambo for now. Same thing with the MEA side. Aurora, Alliance in the top 2 already won, so they're looking about the top 18 or so, 19 or so. So as it stands right now, NIP is that team on the outside looking for another good week for them because they struggled in week 1. Can they fix things going into week 2? I think they will do so. Things should just be fine for them. Also in the APAC South region, you're looking at about the top 17 to make it. Currently, Dreamfire's on the outside looking in. Weibo also on the outside looking in. Bearclaw, as it stands right now, I think is on the outside looking in, but obviously a lot of Apex to play over the coming days. Crazy Raccoon, Red Rams Fanatic also already qualified here. So once again, about the 17th, 18th, 19th position you're looking at. GHS Professional looking to get in on that. A couple other teams as well. But they have already started some of these games in some of these regions, being the APAC South, APAC North a little bit ahead of us. As it stands right now, round 1, group 1 is about 3 games in, 3 games complete for APAC South. Makers, no surprise here. They are doing good. They don't even need to play in this. They've already won 2. You only need to win 1. And on top of that, they're the number 1 team in they are so far ahead right now of the competition. It's not even close. APAC North, on the other hand, they are currently in round 2 as it stands right now. So we'll obviously keep you up to date as things do progress. We'll let you know if there's been any upsets going on. But one thing that I am concerned about as we get into the North American region and the EMEA region is that we have some exploits that have been found. I don't know if you call this exploit. Maybe it's just a cringe way of playing that was noted in the recent Zip video. How basically going through as they were watching in some of these scrim results. And right now, if you're coming to this end game and it's just completely clustered up like this, walls are everywhere, you can actually use the Pathfinder Zip to go purposely die in the zone because it's all about who's taking the most damage or whatever. And so if you're not taking any active gun damage, you can just go down and then continuously take even more damage from the zone rather than you just instantly going down and instantly dying. So this is like a weird way of like an exploit or trick, I guess, to win the end game. It's obviously not exciting to watch, but it is a little thing that you can do that's looked down upon, I guess, by, you know, some of these pro teams. But once again, money on the line. Who really cares? I think everybody's doing it if they know it's going to work. But will this be used a lot in BLGS today? Is this a concern for the competitive integrity? Already the meta is so weird. I think the competitive integrity is chalked anyways. So who really cares? But if you haven't seen it already, here's what it looks like.
Wait, do you see this?
Yeah, what is he doing?
He's using it so he can tank the gas.
Take half.
Yes.
Oh my god, does not matter when you get fucking pumped like that.
They just won because of that. Okay, that is cringe.
Wait, do you take half zone damage?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why? Why?
It's been
half
a
full
thing
damage.
with the passive because of the it's like the reinforcement. It does it with exact gas.
Well, that's brain dead. What?
It's actually like insanely broken because
Well, because so many endgames just end up being fucking who gets zone ticked last. That's a good way to fucking make sure you win. Oh, that is very cringe. I can't believe they actually just did that.
he did his they went on the zip line like so early too.
Hopefully shouldn't be too bad, being that it is like challengers, it is BLGS. They may not even get to that late of end games, but it might be a problem come finals. We'll see if teams are abusing that in the finals. Also wanted to make mention, just as we wrap the video up, pretty big news here for Apex. They have consistently, like back-to-back days, been getting good news, and this has not been the normal. We've been complaining a lot lately, like the game is dead, people are gonna leave. House said it's been in the worst spot it's like ever been in. It's like completely chalked. And so yesterday they have the whole matchmaking update, right? We've been complaining about how bad ranked is and matchmaking, and then boom, out of nowhere they drop a little bit of a hot fix for matchmaking and say, hey, let us know how it goes. It seems like they may monitor this and even make further changes down the road. That was a big, you know, W, I guess. And then here we are, also a little bit of an update on cheaters. 33% drop in infection rate of cheaters weekly based on the you know, battle royale results that they had. This was after they got rid of Linux in season 23, so that was a big change. And honestly, everybody in the comments agreed. Sweet saying, yes, it's been better, never seen it this good since the hashtag save Apex ranked meta. Also Lemonhead saying the same thing. It's definitely been noticed this season. Solus, who's also a critic of Apex every now and then, also saying, got to give you your flowers here. So it is good that we've got back-to-back days of good news. If we can get just a base set of the game fun and running and stable again, then we can start adding content and making the game more fun to get people to come try it again. I don't know, obviously some people are saying too little too late, but it is good news. Back-to-back days of good news. Who would have thought Apex could do a better job just by listening to what the community members had to say? Like and subscribe if you want to stay up to date with all things inside the world of Apex Legends, esports news, drama, stories, and much more. We'll be back at it later today if things get crazy enough. Until the next time, we'll see you all later, Gators.